Hey, my name's Creedon. This is my 1999 Ford Ranger Sport. We're turning into a drift truck. So if you want, stay tuned. I'm good. How this is gonna be a guide video on how to avert a Ford Ranger into a drift truck with some Mustang parts. And to do my dream is I want to do professional drifting, so that's what we're doing. Anyways, let's get into the video. So right here, there's a thing on the there's a bottom right here. There's a bolt that goes right through here, bolt and nut, and it just goes right through and tightens on. That's how it is. And then obviously the 4 plates here. This is the plate that sits on top. The axle right here, and this is your U-bolt. It wraps around the axle and holds it in place as you hold it right to the leaf spring there, and that's how your drift stays on. Stripping the interior and go from there. So we got almost the entire interior. I just have the doors and the dashboard left in the interior. I got all stripped out inside the seat belts. It's all stripped out. I took out all the trim and seats. There, it's mostly just a bunch of plastic rivets on the thing. You got a bunch of plastic rivets. You pull those and it comes out. You pull it lightly and it pops out. So here's the entire thing. So I'm gonna get the doors and this and the console out, and then I'm gonna mark up the thing for the cage, and I figure or I'm gonna punch some holes in my truck for it to put into the back and the front. This is the final step for cage and getting the new rear axle for the truck, and then engine and everything. And this is well, after I get the entire cage in to the truck, I'll have it at 60% done. So stay tuned. Okay, so we got some more bolts out on that side. So this you push on the sides here, like just push enough just to pop it out from here. Yeah, 3 bolts here. You pull this off, pull the bracket off, and then got some more bolts. Pull and I'm gonna clean up. Okay, so these bolts right here, I can see 3. So 3 of them are actually 8 mils. These, so we're gonna pull these out. Be careful because this is part will blow up. So make sure you before you touch it, just touch like anything metal, just to make sure you don't build up any static electricity. Same thing goes for the steering wheels. Airbag, touch on some metal before you don't accidentally blow it off. And make sure your battery is 110% disconnected, and make sure it sits for a tiny bit before you start. Okay, so this bolt is actually 11 mil. The 2 front ones are 8. I'm gonna pull this one, and we should be able to pull this out. Okay, so loosen up all the bolts. This should slide out. So again, like I said, this doesn't have to blow up because. Okay, so we got, see, it's this connector right here. Again, you just do the push down right here. Just do a little push out, and then here's the airbag out. Sorry with the lights. Here's this. So this airbag, the passenger side, that's not out. So you see there's a bunch more bolts we still need to pull out, and we're starting to make good headway. So I believe these bolts are everything what I told you. They're probably the same. Oh, expect them to be same. So we're gonna grab a little ratchet. And we're gonna pull the interior. So here, where we're moving the brake booster, I'm getting a new one with stronger brakes. Again, use these hoses. I just use a spanner to get them off. I let it drain to a little cup before I start doing this. We're just gonna take this system off here. So plug right here, 2 bolts, and then this will pop off, and we'll work on the main parts. We got our windshield wiper and stuff reservoir. You wouldn't see that because I took that up before we started recording. I took the upper air hoses off. Again, if you work the Allison O's video, he will explain these are brittle, so you do have to be careful of them. So I got the AC pump, bunch of just hanging there. So we took out the rad and everything. My rad, so the plastic cover goes right here, goes over here. So you put the plastic over here, pull the rad out and you just wiggle it out. I put cloth in my thing so it stopped leaking, and so we got this side done. We're just getting this side all torn out, and then it'll just be the engine and the transmission. When they come out, we'll take the plastic and fenders off. We'll weld in. You'll see we'll cut this off, all stuff out. We'll re-weld new parts in here to be compatible with the new engine and coilovers and everything in here. So we're back to work on this and give you an update on this. So I got the one for off. I am going to show you the second one here. This isn't sponsored, but if you find any, there's the brand there. If you find any wrench like this, a ratchet wrench, I would really highly just get one. They just make your life easier. For like tight bolts like this, you can slip it on and just ratchet it instead of going on, off, on, off, on, off. It just makes your life easier. You can stick it on there, ratchet it off, and it just makes your life 100 times easier to do that instead of fighting with nuts. It is kind of finicky though. Let's go here. Flip it. Trying to do this one-handed here. These are 14 mil bolts. There we are. I can see these wrenches are great. These bolts are really corroded, so they're not as easy to get off. I'm still trying to give you guys a nice view, but no, I'm trying my best. I have, you can see us standing in the background with camera, so easier when you have a camera person who can sit there and record. I'll say it. Austin has a little bit more knowledge than I do, but I learn as I go, and I know quite a bit. This will come off. Slide it off. There we are. I'll just unplug this connector. I need 2 hands for that, so I'm gonna put the camera down for that, and I will get back. Okay guys, I couldn't record much because it was hard for me to do, but anyways, I took out the side of the tub, like the plastic thing here. I will show you on this side because I haven't taken that side out yet. I got to show how to take out the front end, etc. So it's just 2 things right here. There's 2 bolts, like there's big threads on the bumper, which is right here, and bolt it, make a level. There's 2 bolts. So when you have your lights, there's 2 parts right here. So I'll show you that. Anyways, there's 2 bolts, 2 8mm bolts here, 2 here, 1 here, another 2 here, and another 2 there. The front grill part has a little dot which fits into this hole on both sides, but helps line it up. Then you just screw it in, and as much. I'll show you. The lights are in a 2-piece part. The headlights are hooked up to it on mine. Here's the engine. Alright, here, just on bolts. These are just 10mm bolts. You unscrew it, pop out the fuse box. That's the thing with the wrench. Another thing that I could show you because it's too tight. And then this is the lights. You just unplug your lights. It's pretty simple. So here's the front grill. Simply, so yeah, so right here, there's 2 bolts here, or Phillips heads, whatever you have in your truck. There's a bolt here. It holds on your bottom part of your lights, like your turn signals and your running lights. The grill. So mostly there's a plastic piece, like a black plastic piece, was in there already. I removed mine already when I did the paint process on it. I will be showing. I do have clips of that. I will be showing you, but etc. You just pop that in and it comes out. It's pretty simple to do, not hard at all. It just holds a bunch. All it holds it in is a bunch of plastic body thin to move clips. And that's, here's the bumper. And so the bumper, you basically just line this up with the rest of the body panel. You know, not too hard to do. The lights. So this is the light. So this part you have to unscrew to get access to the holes on both from the sides. But for this, so this just sits here with like a plastic thing here and 2 bolts here. That just goes on when the light's in. This goes on top of the light and bolts into place. And that so it's the light. So it's your front. So your front grill goes in first, then your lights, then this, and then your bumper. You can't do any other steps. Well, you can, because you just end up gouging your paint, or it won't fit properly. So that's the proper way to do it. So then ways the bumper comes off first, this comes off, and then the front grill comes off. That's how it works. And that's how it will come off. It won't come off any other way. This side, so this side is done. So that's just a few little things, which we'll be modifying here soon. So this I'm not sure about. The engine is disconnected. The few hoses are disconnected. If there's like if you like a few hoses, there's like a little thing there. You just push. So you pull and push, and then you just try to wiggle it off. It depends. Sometimes it comes off one easy. Sometimes it does not come off easy. And it's a pain in the ass to get off. This is the throttle body cable. I already pulled the cable out. Steering pump. I still have to disconnect the steering pump hoses and the transmission. It unbolts everything, and that's it inside the dashboard, and that's about it. We're stripping it, and then the part 1 of this will be done, and I can start on to part 2, which is putting in the new rear ends, new part of the engine bay, new part of the interior. Put all that in, and hopefully we can get the engine here soon, so we can really have fun. But I just want to show you guys that this has to come out. You need to be inside the interior for that. So when we get to that show, I'll show you that. But this is it. I somewhat have an idea what I can do with this, like build something off the frame here, like if I cut this off, weld it, I might be able to do something here just to keep some of this, the stock thing here. I might be able to, might not, we'll see how it goes. But anyways, okay, so we're gonna do the inner fender liner. I'll show you how to do that one on this side, because I already did it on the other side. So all this is, you pull these there's plastic tabs here, there, here. You just pull those. This part is separate from the main part. So there's like 2 different panels here. So I'll take off the first part, and then the little bolts here, if I have any, if there's any. So these little bolts are 732 on the truck. They're real small bolts, not big ones, however. And so I'm gonna grab the bike pin remover and I'm gonna pull these out, and the light should come out. Okay, so I got the panel out. So it gives you X shock. So you have shocks, stock. That's how you do it. So what this liner, so you have to unbolt the part around here, which hits here, the pin part. Between that, there's a bunch of bolts. There's little bolts here. There's some bolts in here, and then the front has some bolts. There's two 8mm bolts. Sorry if you can't see. There's 2 8mm bolts right here. You just take those out and the liner should pop out. I'll try to give you guys a better look, but so it is. I'll clean up some of the tools in here, but then the liner should be out and we should have real good access to the bottom. We can see the entire thing. And I will probably get started on, you might pull the fenders. I definitely will be probably cutting out the battery tray here, and we'll probably get work. So I just took out the 2 8mm. It's these 2 right here, so that's the 2 closest one. One of these 8mm is actually for the fender to pull it off. So just look at it. It's the ones with 2 plastic. You can see. Fender is now loose, or the liner is now loose. And then so it's basically just a little snatch in there. So just you can like press it, bend it a little bit, and you should be able to pull it out. And when you just pull it out like that, it's easy, really simple, not too hard. So that. I got one more thing here is so you also got these, like, so you might have like a little plastic connector body clip where it attaches your a line. This is my hood latch, so it just attaches it to the fender. Just pull that off with a body pin remover. I'll show you guys what it looks like when we're done with this. But yeah, just got that there. Sorry about the lighting. It's not the warmest out today, so I don't have my door open, so that's why the light is kind of dim. But anyway, I'll try to give you guys the better view as I can. I'm gonna get this out. I'm gonna show you guys after what it looks like out, and then my display how this comes out if I have to bolt it or cut it. We'll see. So that's all I got with the driver side fender. Oh, so one thing, if you are working on an old vehicle like mine, this cup here likes to fill up with dirt. As you can see there, it's just not across there, but yeah, it's got the fender liner out. So, you know, see, wet plastic tub out. So now we got so much room. I can access food. I can get access to the suspension, the engine. I can get access to a lot more stuff. I think I'll look at the battery, but battery will get this cut. We'll cut the battery out. Or maybe unbolted. I don't feel any bolts, so battery will get out. Now free up more room. So took off the plate here. There's 4 bolts, 8mm. I got jack under there supporting it. We'll loosen the mounts on the engine, and then we will. I'll set up the hoist. I'll take the hood off. I want to pull this one, so I'll do that. And yeah, see. No. Oh. Try 18mm. Oh, 18. Cool. So 18. I can't get in there with the header with the ratchet. Inch. Yeah, so I'll grab 18 short. So I need an 18 short. 18 short. 18 short on a full inch. Watch it. Thing. Oh, fuck, I can't show you guys. Okay, I can't do it with the cordon because I can't get the lever. I can't use strength. It's too tight. So it's just these 2 bolts on the passenger side and same thing as on the driver's. This right here, they're under the intake, or not the intake, headers. Yeah. Hey guys, it's me. So I got the engine pulled out of the Ranger. So I took the hood off. This is 2 8mm bolts on the brackets here. It's just these 2 brackets are here, just 2 8mm. Look like that. On either side, it's either when you have 2 people, because when you do it, they're a different drive shaft. Let's pull this one AC fuel tank, blah blah blah. Okay, I can't go over there. Here's all the parts. So it fell off the jack stands as I was moving it, which is hard. There's the engine bay. Engine's out with transmission. Here it is, right here. She is out. So don't do this. This is not out. This isn't a proper way to rig your engine. I just rigged it to the headers, but it works for me if you can get away with it yet. And I used my other hoist wrapped around the transmission to get the transmission height. It was a back and forth of moving this, adjusting that jack, bringing this down. It was just a bunch of adjusting. I'm not gonna cut this out. I'm gonna show you guys every step of the way, and I will show you guys how, if this ever happens to you, hopefully it doesn't, I will show you how to move the truck back onto stands. I am severely tired. But I didn't show you too much how I moved back onto the jacks, because it was just
a lot harder to record. I couldn't find anywhere set up. So anyways, I just grabbed a ratchet strap, wrapped it around. I made sure the payload was good. Used this, lifted it, and used another pump jack on the bottom when I got lifted up. Pump it up. Then, well, you guys can probably, if you have other equipment, you can. But I just grabbed right here, and I just grabbed the back of it, and I pulled it where I want it to be. It shifted it to where I want it to be. And I pump jacked it up into. I set my jacks all up, almost all. I need to raise the back up a little bit, so I can do it later. I just lifted it to put jacks on. Put jacks on the front and back, and there's where she sits. So this is what the truck looks like. I wish I was cutting this out, but we're going to be moving a bunch of other stuff in here. But this is what she looks like. Over a few months, this is what she looks like. Okay guys, I didn't get a chance to record it. I did. I'll show you. I did get the dashboard out. Took a lot more longer. So there's a bunch of bolts right along the top. The driver's side has two, and then two on there, and a bunch of other ones you have to take out to get off. This is where it sits right now. I didn't get to show much. We got the brake booster out. It's just bolted with 4 bolts on the inside right there, both with the pedal box for your brakes. So you just have to disconnect like the brake pedal and all that. I didn't get a chance to show it. It was too crowded to show. We pulled out the plugs from the engine. So all it is, you peel off the plastic cover, and then there's like little tabs you push, and you push it into the body. You just do that for all 3, and it comes out. The steering shaft just has like little nuts on it on the side. You'll see it. You pull it out, and then there's like 4 bolts underneath, and you just have to unplug the connectors to get out. Same as the clutch and the brakes, like 13 mils for the gas pedal and all that to come out of the vehicle. The foot brake is a little bit really hard to do because the cable runs under. Mine wasn't so bad because mine was already broken from previous use. So I still have to take out all the rest of this stuff here, clean up a few, like clean up seatbelts and some of the other wiring, and then we're ready for fab. I did put the front end back together, and I got it set at the right height.
Welcome to the new generation of web creation.
You see the brake booster, the clutch part, the electrical is gone. Some of the steering stuff is still in there. So that's what that's like. Get the engine. Here's the interior. This is the metal bracket what holds it. The brake booster, the foot brake, the rubber panel, and it goes around to help them with sound. The pedal. This is your clutch and brakes. Your clutch and brakes will have that little hose there, and this is the panel I'm talking about. Just peel that off, and it reveals it. It's the AC and heating pipe there. The steering column there. The dash, which you'll see. Dash says plastic pieces, a bunch like 7 mils right around here, and then on the back side all over the place. What actually holds it in? Just the like. So another truck. So there's 5 nuts, or 4 actually. But that what holds this in here. Where's that truck? This is what your hose is hooked up to. It does have a cable. So it does have some stuff. You do have disconnect. This is behind the dashboard. This is the 4 holes. That pops out like that. This you can just pull off. See, just peels off. My hood latch is still there, so I'll need to pull that. And the steer column, just be 2.7 mils right there to pull that boot out. This is ER7. Pull that, and I will give you guys an update when it's more cleaner. Anyways, this is what she looks like right now. And she is ready. See ya. Nicely wrapped up and ready for part 2. There we are. And there we are. Part 1 is officially wrapped up. Can't wait. And see you guys in part 2. Peace. Go check out Skyline Paradise. I'll have a link down in the description. If you guys like this video, consider subscribing and have more videos in the future. I'm out.